want me all to yourself, don't you? Girl, you make me wanna put this love on you.
What's going on to all my viewers? You are now tuning in to Kahuna Valley TV. I want y'all to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be updated when we drop new content on my platform. If you enjoy the content, you can go head over to my Cash App at #KahunaVeli1. That's $ KAHUNAVELI and the number 1. With that being said, I want to give a quick disclaimer. Nothing I say on my platform is meant to be offensive or derogatory or disrespectful in any way, shape, or form because I don't believe in bullying. However, I will exercise my right to freedom of speech explicitly. Now, with that being said, I want y'all to sit back, relax, and watch me talk my shh. Now let's begin. Grab your popcorn and enjoy the show. You are now tuning in to Can't Stop the Wave on Kahuna Valley TV. Peace. So on today's episode of Can't Stop the Wave, we have a very important announcement. If you have not been updated on the news, it's getting real in Texas for all you pot smokers, all you weed smokers, all you marijuana smokers. I'm telling you, you better quit now. You better get your stash and you better get rid of it or hide it real well. Because according to some of my sources, I was told that you can get up to 10 years for 1 gram of extracts. And I believe just above a gram or a gram for actual flour, you can get up to 4 years. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's accurate. I got to do some further research on the specific time spans you'll get or if they're differentiating between the extracts or concentrates versus the flour, but it's not worth it. Either way, 10 years, up to 10 years for weed is crazy. That's out of pocket. Like, you got people that were convicted of, like, SA crimes that were not getting up to 10 years. You got people with robberies that ain't get 10 years. You got people getting found with firearms that didn't get 10 years. But 10 years for weed? What the fuck is going on in America? What the fuck is going on in Texas? This shit is out of pocket. But we're going to get into that and my opinion on what's going on. Was weed legalization a trap? Let's get into that and let me explain. Before weed legalization, there were a bunch of cannabis / hemp / marijuana derivatives, cannabinoids that were being discovered. And one of the first and one of the most popular was CBD. It's non-psychoactive. It became super popular after a bunch of weed YouTube content creators and online reviewers started talking about it, talking about this new product. We got weed that we can legally smoke and buy anywhere. It doesn't get you high, so you can get it everywhere, but it relaxes you. It's great for inflammation and pain and all this stuff. And it just boomed. It went crazy. Bunch of websites started popping up. Smoke shops started selling it. Bodegas, corner stores, gas stations, all over. Everyone started having it. And then scientists got a little crazy and started looking into other cannabinoids and exploiting a little legal gray area because technically only Delta 9 THC is illegal at that time and was illegal. Let me correct myself. And not the other cannabinoids because they were never heard of at that time. We only knew of THC and CBD and possibly CBG at some point. So they started looking into other cannabinoids, right? And out comes Delta 8 and Delta 10 and HHC and THCO and THCP and all this other stuff, right? And once that happened, it created another boom, right? Another market to make money because it was a legal loophole. And because these cannabinoids, again, were not really researched at the time, they were still in the beginning stages of research, there was no real litigation on it, and at least in the beginning. So people took advantage. Sort of like what they did with K2. Like, every K2, if you're not familiar with what it is, it's like fake weed. It's research chemicals that you don't know what it is, you don't know what it's made up of, you don't know what it's going to do to you, other than it's going to get you very, very high, very, very fast, and very, 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 very out of your fucking mind. And they spray these research chemicals on potpourri. That's what K2 is. So similarly to K2, they were taking these naturally occurring cannabinoids in hemp and marijuana flower, and plants, and spraying it on hemp flower, which is Cannabis ruderalis, right? It's like the cousin of marijuana. And now people could feel like they're smoking weed, almost like diet weed in a way. And yo, it went crazy, right? And next thing you know, the government stepped in and said, oh, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? This is going to stop, and started banning Delta 8 and other products like it all over the place. Some states, they set some serious regulations. Some states, they just outright said, fuck no, we don't want it. And then here comes the best fucking thing ever, THCA, which allowed for another legal loophole, another gray area for people to be able to sell weed to the consumer. And so that people can have the right to enjoy their herb without getting locked up or without the stigma of you're a fucking pothead, because it's sold in stores. Who can say anything, right? Now, when that comes about, one second, y'all, let me take a sip of this good ass sweet tea from Wawa. Shout out to Wawa, not sponsored, but sponsor me. Oh, God, some of the best sweet tea I've ever had in my life. Shout out to Wawa for that. Reminds me of McDonald's back in the day when he first came out with sweet tea. Delicious. Now back to the fucking show. Whoa. Okay, where was I? So THCA comes out, the new guy on the block, and he's bad. Like, he's super potent. Why? Because scientists didn't know that THCA is the acidic form of THC. It's the precursor to THC, sort of like CBG is the precursor to both CBD and THC, depending on conditions on how the plant's growing. But we're not going to get into that. You guys are not botanists. You guys are not scientists or none of that shit, chemists or whatever. And neither am I. And so I'm not going to get into the details you probably won't even understand. But when THCA came, oh my God. Smoke shops started popping up all over the place. Websites popping up with better prices than buying weed on the street, better prices than buying it in the dispensary, and smoke shops were booming. They was getting to the money. They was getting it, and it was on and cracking. And then legalization comes, and it allows a lane for more dispensaries to open up and sell real marijuana, and there's a reason for the quotation marks. And that reason is because THCA is real marijuana, sort of, right? For legal reasons, it's essentially an unmature marijuana plant and less cured and more strictly monitored, because under certain conditions, that THCA will convert through degradation into Delta 9 THC. And they don't want that, because then they can't sell it online, and then they can't ship it in the mail legally, because now it's weed. And they can't sell it in smoke shops. So for the people that knew it was the same thing, the customers were smart and they were happy. And they're like, oh shit, why the fuck would I go to a dispensary and spend $80 on a fucking blunt? I'm going to go to the smoke shop and get an eighth for $20, right? And I think that became a problem, right? For the government, because for the licenses to have a dispensary and sell weed, not THCA hemp, right? It costs a lot more money. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, $1 million. It costs a lot of fucking money. And there's a lot of shit you got to do to get that license and get everything squared away so you don't have no problems with the law later. Hold on, y'all. Let me set my ab belt. Oh, yeah, I can feel the burn. Anyway, it allowed a lot of people to make a lot of money. And the government, I guess, felt like they weren't getting their fair piece of the pie. So here comes the government, and they started changing shit up. One of the earliest states to get legalization, and one of the most liberal with it, was the state of New Jersey, and the laws changed. Smoke shops cannot sell THCA anymore. They can't sell Delta 8. They can't sell any hemp products that is not specifically CBD with zero THC. And they can't sell marijuana. And now only dispensaries can have it. So what happens to all the THCA lovers out there? What happens to the Delta 8 lovers and the whatever people that love having their products? Well, guess what? That right was taken away from you. And now people that have these smoke shops started hemorrhaging money because that was a huge revenue source for them. And a lot of them probably weren't spending their money wisely. They probably thought this shit was never going to end and that we were going to move further into legalization and things were just going to get better and more open and free, just like Canada, and more loose. And it didn't work that way. And now they lost out on this revenue stream because of this product can't be sold in their stores. So a lot of them went to selling under the table, and those fines are crazy. $10,000 for the first time or something like that. $20,000 for the second time, and then it's jail time and possibly losing your business. It's not worth it. But that ain't got shit on Texas. Texas said, fuck weed, period. Like, we're done with this shit. It's like the Night of the Living Zombies out here with all this weed. It's potheads everywhere. Fuck that. We're not going to be liberal like the rest of you guys and let weed slide. It's over. We don't want it here. If you get caught, you're fucked. And that's why it seems like a trap, because it's like people are getting comfortable and excited with weed legalization and saying, yo, America's the greatest country on earth. We're getting a little more freedom. We can have weed. We can get high. But then I got to thinking, in some places, weed legalization might be a bad thing. Because where I'm from, it seemed like everybody that was smoking weed, once weed legalization came, like 80% of them turned into crackheads overnight, or fentanyl heads, or fucking K2 heads or something. They started doing like the worst drugs, popping yerks and doing all kind of crazy shit. So I'm like, maybe for the community I grew up in, weed legalization was the worst. It's almost like people enjoyed the thrill of potentially getting caught with weed and getting a ticket or having to go to court or getting some time in jail. It's like they like the danger of going to a suspicious drug dealer and buying their weed when they could just go to a smoke shop. Yeah, I know some of the smoke shops' weed sucks. Some of the dispensaries' weed sucks. I understand. And also, some of it is probably way more potent, way higher levels of THC, less terpenes, so it has less flavor, less enjoyability, and it's just straight blast into being high. It's just not something that's enjoyable for some people. It's not that old school high for some people. So, you know, the older crowd is like, oh, fuck that. We're not fucking with this new alien weed and all that stuff. But for all of you people in Texas, I want to give y'all a warning. It's time to quit. When it's time to quit, it's time to fucking quit. This might be a sign for you guys to stop smoking weed. Some of you motherfuckers in y'all late 40s and 50s and shit, y'all looking a little weird smoking weed still. And some of y'all too damn young to be smoking weed too. For y'all youngins, for y'all YNs, y'all shouldn't be smoking weed. Your brain is not fully developed. I think you should probably chill. Like, I think it's a good thing, but a bad thing. 10 fucking years for a little bit of weed, like a gram or whatever. Imagine getting caught with a pound of weed. That's a life sentence. It's over with. You might as well just hang it up, bruh. Wrap it up. It's over. The show is over. Close the curtain. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Give it up, right? So for me, it's just like, damn. Like, it's really come to this, like, where in America, what the fuck is going on, America? In America, y'all giving niggas effectively, depending on your age, borderline a life sentence. You're giving them double digits for a gram of fucking weed, based on what my sources told me. And it's like, well, damn. Like, I think that, like, that's a sign that worse crimes and worse drugs are about to carry heavier sentences too. So y'all be on the lookout for that. All y'all drug dealers out there that pivoted to hard drugs once weed became legal, or all y'all people out there that got stuck on stupid and started fucking with hard drugs after weed became legal, I suggest you turn your ass around. I think Newport and cigarettes about their sales about to go through the roof because there's gonna be a lot of stressed out motherfuckers. Them packs, niggas gonna be smoking 10 packs a day. I'm telling you. There's gonna be a lot of irritable motherfuckers out there. There's gonna be a lot of irritable, angry motherfuckers out there. And apparently Charleston White just got arrested, got caught with weed right as this shit went into play. This is like clout chasing at its finest, man. Like this is not good. Charleston White has done a lot of shit, a lot of dumb shit, also a lot of smart shit, but a lot of dumb shit, and this has to be one of the dumbest. For all you people that be traveling, all you rappers that be bringing weed with y'all to these states, don't do it, because eyes are going to be on you, especially if you're a well-known pot smoker and you're a rapper or entertainer. Just don't fucking do it. Y'all seen what happened when celebrities went overseas and had their weed. You seen what happened to Wiz Khalifa. You seen what happened to him overseas. They was going to cook that man. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's going to stop Snoop and Wiz Khalifa from traveling to Texas, because I haven't seen them men go a day without a blunt or a joint. So, yo, man, it's getting real in Texas. So, all y'all teenagers, 10 years, think about it. 10 years for some pot? Yeah, some pot. 10 years for some weed. It ain't worth it, man. Just give it up, man. Give it up. Start smoking herbal blends if you gotta smoke. Like, and even vapes are starting to get banned. It's getting real strict in America, y'all. This is seeming more and more like a dictatorship. Matter of fact, a dipshitter shit. Like, I don't know what to say, a dipshit or tatership or something like that. But oh, that's some good sweet tea. Like, yo, I don't know what Trump is doing, man. I don't know. And I've seen some videos with this dude. He's looking just as lethargic and out of place as Joe Biden was looking on his last term. Like, he's starting to look pretty fucked up, man. And yeah, we haven't had a president that hasn't been a dipshit in a long time. I think almost all of our presidents are stupid as fuck in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of them forget about the needs of the people and our basic rights as human beings. And that's why, like, the civilians, the citizens are having a bad rapport with the government right now. Things are not looking good. In later news, we have fucking U.S. Navy and Marines, I think Marines as well, jumping off of ships because they've been at sea for so long, fighting a frivolous war over control of oil and resources and power and money. It's like, this shit is getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. Like, it's time for the people to really stand up and say something or do something, because this is crazy, bro. You got people throwing themselves in the sea to escape a ship because they've been at sea for so long. This reminds me of during Barack Obama's term, where people were stuck in Afghanistan. They wanted to come home, and he was promising to bring them back home. Like, yo, bro. And I get it. I think I understand the motive for keeping, like, for us going to war in the first place. And I think Donald Trump wants to have control over the oil to use as leverage. But why the fuck are we fighting over oil when we have a dude that's viral, a black man? His name, I'm missing his name right now. I can't remember at the moment. Y'all hit the comment section to remind me. But we have a dude that's viral for making plastic diesel, right? He's making gasoline and diesel with plastic waste. And here's the thing about recycling, right? What they don't tell you. And I'm going to say it's a conspiracy. It's not accurate. That most of the plastic that they say is recycled, because recycling is a lie, right? Recycling is a lie. It's not a lie. that they don't recycle like 80% of the fucking plastic that we throw away. Most of it ends up in the ocean and in landfills. So if you have a way to get rid of all this pollution as far as plastic being dumped in our oceans, and in landfills, why are we not repurposing it to turn it into fuel? Because if fuel is a non-renewable resource, right, which that's the traditional thought process, but through recycling, I guess it is. But if oil and fuel is not a renewable resource, why are we not exploring reverting it back, right? Why do we not convert the oil back into, why don't we convert the plastic back into oil, right? Like, we have a dude that figured out a way. Why don't we give him funding? Why don't we give him a laboratory? Why don't we give him all the resources? US government, hello. Why don't we give him this stuff so that we can convert some of this plastic waste into fuel, right? It's going to take years, decades even, to run out of all that plastic waste, right? And why don't we give these big oil companies first dibs on the contracts on this new plastic diesel and plastic waste fuel, and do a huge promotion campaign as the United States being one of the first to do it, right? That would give us an immediate head start into the future. That would, like, literally, really, like, we could patent that shit to where other countries have to send us their plastic to recycle and buy that fuel from us. That would open up a product that the United States could sell, and it's like almost guilt-free in a way. But it, we wouldn't be at war over fucking oil. And I know it's not only about oil, but that's just one less thing that we could be fighting about. And, that could provide jobs, right? That could provide opportunities. If we create these big facilities to create this, that could create jobs. What the fuck are you doing, President Trump? What are we doing, America? What the fuck are we doing? We're locking people up over weed. 10 years for a gram, allegedly. And we are fucking having our people that are serving and protecting jumping off of ships because they've been at sea for so long, fighting over oil and control over these resources. Why the fuck are we not creating the infrastructure to no longer have a need, at least for the foreseeable future, to fight over this shit? Why are we just putting band-aids on the problem, on the wound, instead of creating solutions? Why? Because there's no money in solutions, right? There's no money in cures. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, it's like these, it's like our government is ass fucking backwards. We take one step forward and we take a billion steps back. We're already in debt, right? Going to war costs money, right? We already have bad relationships across the world. It's almost like biblical prophecy is playing out in front of our eyes. And it's time to pay attention. We're having food shortages, in case you haven't known. Food prices are going through the roof. We're having 3D printed meat and cricket meat. I spoke about this years ago. Right? With stem cell research and all that shit too. Like, this shit is crazy. It's time to tune the fuck into what's important. But if you notice, every time decisions are made, somebody's getting locked the fuck up. Shout out to Blueface and Krishan Rock just getting locked the fuck up for a fight. I think they've since been released though. But this is a bad time to be acting a fucking fool in public and drinking and fighting and being ratchet, because to my understanding, Krishan Rock is under investigation for an M charge, like unaliving, allegedly. Like, it ain't looking good. And at the very least, she's probably gonna catch a child abuse or child endangerment charge, because drinking while she was pregnant is kind of crazy. Shout out to Krishan Rock. It seemed like she was turning her life around until she got back around Blueface. Shout out to him, I guess. No disrespect, but oh my god, that sweet tea's delicious. Shout out to Wawa, sponsor me. I really feel like they're too toxic for each other. somebody gonna get locked the fuck up for a long time. And it seems like, yo, more of these streamers are getting locked the fuck up over the most crazy shit. Like, a lot of these new influencers and celebrities are just, they're fucked. Like, a lot of them got some crazy charges. David, the singer, spelled D4VD, he's cooked. He's cooked. If you haven't gotten any updates, he's done. Like, his life is over, bro. There's no way he's getting out of this shit. He's finished. And good for him, because he shouldn't have did what he did. If you're not familiar with what he did an unaliving of a minor, plus some really, 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 really fucked up EDP 445 type shit. Maybe worse. And speaking of which, EDP 445, go check out that documentary. It's fucking disturbing. I saw it. It grossed me the fuck out. Bro, it was one of the most disturbing fucking things. Some parts were hilarious. I'm not going to sit up here and lie, but just the subject matter alone that it's about was just crazy. I've never heard a man speak about being a predator so callously, so confidently, knowing that we live in a time where the feds is locking motherfuckers up for less. Like, motherfuckers disappearing in the system. Like, motherfuckers ain't even convicted of crimes and they're in prison, sitting in prison for years. Look at YNW Melly, which there should be some updates on his case very soon. It seems as though, allegedly, Bortland's going to be testifying. You know, he took a deal. It's kind of fucked up, because if he's lying and Melly really didn't do this shit and it just looks like it, that's pretty fucked up, because he's facing the D penalty, the death penalty, and it's not looking good, bro. He's facing the ultimate consequence. So I really think that's some disloyal shit, because he reaped all the benefits of being around Melly. So he should have held it down. Even if y'all both got some crazy time, hey, like, you knew what you signed up for, my nigga. You know? But yo, they not playing with us no more. There's cameras everywhere. They not playing. It's time to behave yourself. It's time to behave yourself. Soon it's gonna be a social credit system. And like, with this AI shit, it ain't no joke, bro. You can't get away with shit no more. Everything's low jack. Nigga, you can't get away with nothing no more. Trust me when I tell you. It's over, bro. All that crime life shit, that gangster shit is over, bro. It's over. It's over. It's finito. Done. You know what I mean? Like, done, son, Daniel-san. It's over, right? Like, AI, and it's crazy. As much as AI benefits us, it's destroying the environment. It's fucking up our drinkable water source. Because they got to create these huge water cooling systems, even though I'm sure there's more efficient ways to cool these goddamn AI farm computer cell things. These facilities, huge, massive facilities, and they're pumping so much water, and we already be having droughts and water shortages left and right. We already barely have a good, stable drinkable water sources. This shit is ridiculous. Y'all do y'all research on that, for real. Do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Do your homework on that, because as a species, we're fucked. If we keep going in this direction, it's over, bro. And I never thought I would see it in my lifetime, because it seems so far-fetched. But we're heading a really dystopian future, bro. Like, it's about to be like Wall-E in this bitch. It's about to be like, the fuck is that movie? With Terry Crews as the president, and niggas is feeding the goddamn plants fucking energy drinks and shit. Bro, that's what it's gonna look like with these AI farms. And I get it, but trying to make our lives so easy to the point where we're becoming lazy as fuck, like, in every aspect. We can't even think for ourselves anymore. We gotta use fucking AI. We don't even, first of all, we try to make things to where we ain't gotta use our goddamn legs and arms. We ain't gotta use our bodies for anything. We're just lazy as fuck as a species, and especially America as a country. And then now you're making it so we don't even gotta use our fucking brains anymore. Why the fuck do we even need AI when we have smartphones? Like, we have Google search engines. Like, that's already powerful enough to give us whatever information we need. We barely had to think at all, right? We all you gotta do is know what the fuck you want to look for and ask Google. Like, and now, like, You have AI. It's gonna get to a point where the shit's gonna just think for you, bro. You ain't even gotta ask the question. You ain't gotta type nothing. Is up. Like AI is not even that advanced to even need it right now, because you still gotta do the same command prompts to ask it a fucking question that you do on Google, right? Like, why the fuck are we destroying the environment for AI and it's not even that advanced? We could have taken more time to develop AI where it's a lot more useful. Yeah, we could make music videos with it. Yeah, we could make films with it. Yeah, it just makes things much more simple and streamlined and just quick. Yeah, we could do a whole research paper for college with it. Yeah, but it also makes niggas dumber and lazier. And now our kids are gonna grow up in a world where they don't have to look for information. They just gotta say, AI, ChatGPT, what is this? What is the meaning of life? And like, bruh, it's like you lose the drive to pursue information because shit becomes too easy, and when things become too easily accessible, you don't want it anymore. You just stop giving a fuck. We're gonna be moving around like fucking androids, like real shit. We're gonna be walking around like empty husks because everything is just coming too easy, bro. Everything is becoming too easy, and at the same time more strict. Yo, I think we might be heading into the end of days, and I hope I'm wrong, bro. I really hope I'm wrong, but it seems like the trumpet has blown. Y'all be prepared, bro. Y'all move smart. Y'all move tactical, bro. It's time, man. It's time to stop allowing all this dumb shit to go on and hold our governments accountable. Hold the people that's supposed to represent us and protect us and be the leaders of our nations accountable for the fucking ridiculous shit that they do. I know as a species we're self-destructive, but this shit is out of control. This shit is out of control. They're only gonna do what we let them do. And I'm not trying to, start an uproar or nothing like that. Not at all. But a lot of this shit is crazy. And I think we gotta hold our celebrities accountable too, because they're playing right into the trap of being distractions away from when decisions are made in the bigger world out there. You know what I'm saying? In the government and in politics. It's time to really like step to the plate and man the fuck up, put your grown up drawers on, and really stop going for the bullshit. For real. For real. I wonder who's gonna be the next celebrity to get locked up for a crazy crime. And watch what happens when that celebrity gets locked up. Watch what happens. There's gonna be a major shift going on. Watch. It's gonna be for some outlandish shit. I'm telling you, it always happens that way, bro. Look at the patterns. Look at the patterns. I think the day Jay-Z gets locked up, something crazy is gonna happen. Because they've been talking about he's next after Diddy. And I think the day this man get locked up, something major gonna happen in the world. So the day that fucking happens or it starts getting close, y'all start getting ready, bruh. Y'all start getting ready because this shit is crazy. And speaking of streamers and crashing out and getting locked up, Dean and AB, yo, I seen some videos and it had me going, had me paying attention a little bit. Yo, is it me or does it seem like AB is gonna be a blood sacrifice for Dean, bro? And Dean has had a lot of videos where he said he sold his soul to the devil. He said it a lot. Since I keep getting calls, y'all, I'm sorry. We're going to have to end this video early. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, if you enjoy the content, you could go sponsor the channel by heading over to my Cash App. Hashtag Kahunavelli1. That's $, KAHUNAVELI, and the number 1, where you can send a donation if you want to help the channel grow and you love the content that I'm bringing. And look forward to seeing me stream live on Kick. And look forward to me streaming on TikTok and many other platforms like Instagram and Facebook. But right now, we're sticking to YouTube, and we're going to migrate over to Kick as well. And we might even go on Bigo, because I seen like Nature Boy and them dudes on there, and they were making some good money. So we might go over there. We're just going to be streaming everywhere. And even Patreon. I look forward to see us on there. But for right now, I will be leaving the links to all of my platforms on all my videos. I will go back and add them in the description section on all of my videos once they're all set up. And y'all look forward to that. And y'all keep tuning in, man. We're going to make a part 2 to this. And we're going to talk about a lot more real shit on this. And remember, they can't stop the wave. Peace.